At a meeting on the development of production, the management of our plant decided to modernize production to optimize the operation of equipment. We are engaged in the production of pharmaceuticals in course, and we have been on the pharmaceutical market for more than 20 years. At our enterprise there is various equipment for production of medicines, from granulator to self-adhesive labels automatic line. At the meeting, the lead production manager suggested upgrading the mill for grinding raw materials. To produce pharmaceutical products it is necessary for the equipment used to comply with international GMP requirements. I have been working at the plant for 5 years as the lead production technologist. I was tasked by the management to find and buy a mill that is used to grind various substances. A mill is pharmaceutical equipment that is used to grind various pharmaceutical and medicinal raw materials. I started my search, having clarified the necessary parameters with the head of production in advance. He suggested me to choose a compact and modern mill, with a capacity of 30 kilograms per hour. The production manager advised me to first contact the manufacturers of equipment. They provide warranty service, drawings, operation manuals, installation of produced equipment. I followed his advice. I chose one company on the internet that produces pharmaceutical equipment in Italy. I visited their website and wrote a letter, in which I indicated the desired parameters of the mill. I did not indicate a specific device. I wanted to see what they could offer me. A week later, I received an answer that they did not have an industrial mill, only a laboratory one. However, they can develop and produce it, if requested by the end of the year. That was a long time for us, so I decided to try to look for a machine from other manufacturers. I found a company on the internet from Saratov, which produces mills. I called them and asked, could they supply a mill for industrial batches of raw materials? They replied that they have such a machine. The manager asked for my phone number, and said she would call me back in the evening, when she checked with her company engineer about the characteristics of the machine. However, she did not call in the evening. I contacted them the next day. The manager said that she had sent a request to the engineering department, and that she would get back to me when she had an answer. This seems strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? Not a business-like approach to the customer. After a series of failures, I gave up on finding a raw mill on my own. Then I remembered that at the Forum of Producers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met a specialist who was engaged in selection and supply of equipment for production of medicines. I found his business card, and before contacting him I decided to check, is he really engaged in the supply of equipment for the pharmaceutical industry? In order to do this I found his website, and thoroughly studied the information on it. I liked that the website was up to date, with video clips of the equipment, and lots of contacts for communication. I also noticed that the website had been around since 2003. The company had been on the equipment supply market for a long time, and that is a good reason to say that it was successful. I called the manager. He said he remembered me, and was happy to hear from me again. I told him I was looking for a compact mill with simple controls. He also sent a video so I could examine the mill myself. I agreed to examine the machine. I liked the equipment offered, and coordinated it with management. A week later we signed a contract for the supply of a raw mill, and spare blades for the machine. A month after signing the contract the manager called me, and told me that the machine was ready, and would be delivered in a week. The mill was delivered according to the contract, within a month after signing the contract. The equipment is made of quality stainless steel. The equipment has sturdy knives for grinding the raw material, and a metal sieve for sifting the components. Raw material is loaded into the hopper. Unloading of the formed component takes place through the bottom hopper. Control of the machine is simple, push button. The manager sent me the technical passport for the installation, the instruction manual of the machine. The production manager and I, including myself, were satisfied with the offered variant of the mill. I realized that I made the right choice of a specialist to supply the equipment. Real professionals pay attention to details, and I was lucky to find such a person when choosing the equipment.